beautiful bats, flying foxes they call them. They're beautiful. They're all uh, Halloweeny. You think that they eat blood, but they don't. They eat fruit. But for some reason, they are linked to children. Mass bat deaths from lethal fungus have directly led to the deaths of 1,300 U.S. children due to increased pesticide use. Shit. Uh, oh no! So we're killing the bats because of pesticides, but when we have the bats die of these fungal, because what happens is they get this white nose syndrome, where this fungus grows on their faces and the bat dies. Now, apparently, that's also linked to infant death. What's in it for you, you might ask? Who cares about the? Who cares that all these sentient individuals, these beautiful animals, are dying? What about our kids? Well, bat colonies have died en masse throughout the United States due to a disease that rose almost 2 decades ago. Bats eat a vast amounts of insects, often ingesting 40% of their body weight each day. Not those bats that are shown. I don't know where this is, probably from some stock footage, right? Bats are threatened by disease. Yeah, this is just an Adobe stock bat. These are fruit bats, 100%. But whatever. Insect bats, the ones that eat insects, they eat a lot of them. That's true. They're little. They're little. And you can see them around the street lights at night in Las Vegas and other places. The surge in pesticide use has been linked to an almost 8% rise in infant mortality rates in those areas. Suggests a strong link, says the journal Science, between bat and human health. The study author wrote that the research makes a contribution to our understanding of the relationship between ecosystem functioning and human well-being. What is it with these? What is it about these ecosystems? Why do we keep? If you know what an ecosystem is, what gives you the right to stop messing with the ecosystems? It's unbelievable. Stop messing with animals. Stop doing it. Stop spraying shit. Just, we wouldn't have to spray all these goddamn crops if we weren't feeding almost all of them to animals. Stop messing with animals. We stop growing so many crops. We don't need so many pesticides. Bada bing, bada boom. Everyone goes home happy. Life is grand. White nose syndrome. Now, I was in New Mexico and stopped at a welcome center where they have a bunch of bats. I actually got a cool bat patch. And I was like, what's with all the bat stuff? They're like, they get this white nose syndrome and all of our bats are dying. We're trying to fight it. We're trying to fight the white nose syndrome. They look like little cocaine bats. They look like cocaine bats because they got the white nose syndrome. Back in 2006, an invasive fungus species caused a disease in the bats of North America, 70% mortality rate. 70%. It's killing more people than opioids. Caused by the fungus Pseudogymnoascus destructans. Oh. In New York, it has spread to 38 states and 8 Canadian provinces. They even got it in Canada. You Canadians thought you were safe, huh? You always think you're better than us. You got it too. You got the same problem. The disease affects hibernating bats by disrupting their hibernation cycle, leading to energy depletion and death because they can't breathe. They can't go into hibernation with the white nose, the fungus growing on their face. Jesus. They're linked to human infant deaths. This study is somewhat unique compared to others of its kind and is suggesting causation rather than correlation because the areas affected by the disease are staggered in different locations. Frank was able to identify a causal relationship with bat deaths and infant mortalities. Also looked at other factors that could cause the deaths, including weather, unemployment, and so on, but none of these were linked to increased risk of pesticides or rise in the deaths. The unexpected invasion of the fungus and difficulties in predicting where WNS will develop, approximating random perturbations to bat population levels, support a causal interpretation of these findings. There you go. There you go. It's fuck me. When should you say, "Oh, Bartleby, oh, humanity"? Other than now, you're killing all the bats because of all the pesticides. You're using all the pesticides because of all of the cows you're killing, all the pigs you're killing, all the chickens you're killing. Stop killing cows, chickens, and pigs. We won't have to use so much pesticides. We won't kill so many bats, and then little baby humans won't die. It's so simple. It's so simple. Didn't you ever hear, like, I don't know why she swallowed the fly? Perhaps she'll die. Don't swallow the fly. You're going to die because the spider's got to go wriggle and tickle and jiggle inside her. You don't want to do that. By the time you're done, you're eating horses. You see what I'm saying? You'd think that nursery rhymes would have taught children something. It's not just a fun little rhyme, it's actually a lesson. Oh, Bartleby. Oh, humanity.